Welcome back to the channel. Hey, I got this 2017 Chevy Trax. Customer came in with a complaint of illuminated check engine light, running crappy after filling the tank, and also a message in the driver's information display saying engine hot, pull over and idle or something like that. Anyway, we're gonna check it out. You're watching the Car Doctor channel. All right, this thing's got 20,000 miles on it. 2017, this is called the Trax all-wheel drive Premier. It's the turboed 1.4. And so one of the complaints was the driver's information display, reading engine hot, pull over, idle, and upon inspecting it, found that the coolant was low. After attaching a pressure tester and filling it, I noticed some leakage here. Okay, look at this. It has never, that clamp has never been where it's supposed to be over here. And I asked her, there's been no repairs, there's been no body work, nothing like that. So basically just at the factory would be my guess, is they put this hose on and didn't slide the clamp over. I don't know for sure, but, and why it hasn't leaked before now, I don't know. But that's definitely where it's leaking now. We'll make sure, yep, get the hose on all the way. There we go. Isn't that a miracle? Yep, just feels like it's been there the whole time. Anyway, so we fixed that part. Unfortunately, the dealership here is telling people they cannot work on your car. They have no techs to work on their car. They have no parts to work on your car. So this customer came here. It is out of warranty, but it's unfortunate. Not sure what's going on there. So anyway, we'll make sure and get this topped off. And I think we got that part figured out. So then the check engine light and subsequent stalling and whatnot related to filling the fuel tank. I got the A80 Pro here, a very full-featured scan tool that I'm going to be working into a few of my vids here. Here's a quick look at this XTOOL A80 Pro. Again, like I said, it's got the diagnostic interface, a little cordless device. It's got the unit itself. It's an Android system, operating system, various connectors, quite a bit of even old school stuff. We got BMW, Mercedes, Toyota connectors, ABS, whatnot, a whole plethora of various connectors. I've even pulled some out of here just to be able to close the lid afterwards. Charging cable. Seems to have pretty good battery life so far. And all in all, like I said, looks like a power-packed system. I'm looking forward to using it in future videos here. I'll drop a link below for the tool on Amazon if anyone wants to check it out. XTOOL. But in this case, let's make sure the vehicle's on. It's got this wireless interface with the diagnostic link connector, and we've powered it on. And here's what codes we got. We got a P0171, a P0300, a P0496, and a P1101 intake airflow performance. So I think all these are probably interrelated, and my guess is we've got a stuck evap purge valve. Have not run into this on this make of vehicle yet, but is not an uncommon deal across the board for many makes and models. Here's your evap purge valve back here, and we can run a test. We can pull it up in the scan tool, and we can make sure it's turned off, and then we can check for vacuum on both sides. The other thing we can do is pull the valve and just, do a physical test. It should be with it removed and not powered. We should not be able to blow through it or suck through it or any of that. So we'll run a quick check, and my guess is this thing stuck open, and you're gonna have both a vacuum leak, and at times, especially after filling the tank, you're gonna be sucking like raw gas through here. And that probably explains those codes and the customer's complaint of that symptom when installing after filling the tank. Okay, let's go ahead and check this valve. Do a physical test of the valve. Disconnect the fuel tank side. We could just disconnect the electrical harness, and that should disable it. Then you could start the engine and check for vacuum at this port. If you're getting vacuum at this port and the valve is not energized, then that valve's stuck open. But in this case, let's see if we can use our scan tool and command that valve off. I'll go ahead and energize. Go back and see if we have any let's go to actuation test, evap system, evap purge solenoid valve. Okay, we can open the valve. Oh, incorrect power mode. Let's go ahead and start, timed out here. We'll go ahead and start the vehicle. Come back. We've got 0% valve solenoid. So we should have 0 vacuum here. And we have 0 vacuum currently. And that's a plus. Let's go ahead and give it some opened it up there. Definitely have vacuum now. Let's see if it hangs up. And turned it off, and I heard it stop. But I'm pretty sure this thing's sticking. It's not sticking right now. Yeah, just purely based on the symptoms here that have been described and the codes that we've got, we know it's going lean. We know that it's stalling after the fuel tank is filled. I did a little research, and there is a common issue with these purge control solenoid sticking, so I can't really get it to stick now, but it's going to come back and haunt us. It's a $50 part. I found the last one available in the world. It looks like we're on back order from the dealer, so I went ahead and grabbed that. I'm going to slap it on here, and we'll confirm the repairs and get this thing back on the road. So removal basically involves depressing these plastic retainer on the intake, remove that end, take it loose from the bracket here, just slide it out, then push back your red retainer here, and then you can disconnect the electrical connector. There it fell back behind the motor. We'll just leave it there so it melts on the turbo. No, turbo's up here. We'll fish it out of there. I was just kidding. Where is that sucker? There it is. It is laying on the exhaust pipe. There we go. I suppose I could actuate this a bunch of times and sooner or later get it to stick. Guaranteed that's what's going on. But we're not going to waste any more time with this. We'll slap it on there and see how it works. Okay, waiting for that part to show up. The only thing I could find was a Dorkman. There's just one left in town. So, hope it works out. But this A80 Pro, more I work with it, more impressed I am with its capabilities. Here's a few more of those actuator tests. Seems to have a plethora of them. So it's also, you know, J2534 compliant protocol for flashing of ECUs and whatnot. It also has basically one-touch updating. We can update the vehicle specific information, or we can, let's go back here, go to update. We can update all the all vehicles, or we can go specifically to Chevrolet and grab an update. I'm not going to do it at this time. I have some pretty poor internet connection here, so I'm going to avoid doing that. But we did do a basic update to the system when we pull it out of the box, but there's also specific vehicle updates available. And like I said, it's just one touch, one click. We can update everything, or we can just grab a quick update based on the manufacturer's vehicle specific. Here we go here. I mean, you can see the coverage along here as well. We've got Chevrolet brand version 11.05, and we just hit update there to grab what we want, or we can update all. So I'm going to go get a better internet connection and do that. But seems to be a real good interface with the wireless diagnostic link connector dealy. and so far haven't had trouble interfacing with any of the vehicles that I've connected it to. 2017, so fairly new for most aftermarket guys, independent shops like myself. So we'll just wait for the part here, slap it on, clear the codes, and then I'm going to check the fuel trims and whatnot, make sure we're all dialed in there, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, we got the Dorkman part, a 911-409. Let's see if we can have a happy ending here. Go ahead and connect the electrical connector. Engage the retainer clip. Plug in the manifold end. Attach it to the bracket, which I should have done before putting the manifold end in. Connect the vacuum hose, engage the lock, make sure everything's connected properly, and we'll go ahead and clear the codes, reset the fuel trims, and take a look at our data and confirm this is a fix. 2017 Chevy Trax control unit, engine control module, code LUV, all-wheel drive, automatic trans, start-stop equipped. Okay, clear trouble codes. And what do we have here? Reset functions, fuel trim reset. It says negative 100 short term, 17 positive long term, reset. Oh, let's do a fuel trim reset. Okay, and we've reset it. Fuel composition reset, that's probably a good idea. Reset. Learn functions to do an idle learn. Go to fuel trim data. So far our fuel trims look good. We'll take her for a spin. Make sure everything's legit. But I think at this point, we're probably good to go. Well, looks like it's probably a successful repair. We'll take her for a spin and make sure. Hey, hopefully if you run into this, you can find a purge valve, since I got the last one on the planet. Dorkman needs to make more. We're gonna need them. All right, I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a good one. Take care.